Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 3 of this 3-part How to Be a YouTuber series. If you haven't already watched part 1, that was where I gave you 5 reasons why you should start a YouTube channel in 2020, and part 2 was all about how I do YouTube. So the camera that I use, my editing software, which is free, how I do my thumbnails, absolutely everything you need to know to actually start a channel, that was covered in part 2. As you would have seen from the title, part 3 is all about growth. I'm going to share with you how over the last 4 months I've grown my channel from 0 subscribers and 0 watch hours to 944 subscribers and 947 hours of watch time. Now, the reason that I'm sharing this, that might not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but when you're a small YouTuber and you're just getting started and you don't have a big following on different social media platforms, it is really significant. I'm in a lot of YouTube groups where people haven't had this much growth and they've been doing YouTube for 2+ years. I think it's very easy for a lot of YouTubers to get very disheartened quite easily when they're not growing as fast as they thought they would. And for me, I didn't have a mass following before I started YouTube. I think I had 1,100 followers on Instagram and probably half that on Facebook. So I didn't have this mass following, but what I have been able to do is grow significantly, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I've done all of it. Let's get into it. Now, my first tip for anyone starting YouTube is to not tell your social media following when you first start. And the reason for that is that I think I waited till I had 8 videos on YouTube before I posted on my Instagram, my Facebook, telling everyone that I was doing it. And the reason that I did that was because I wanted multiple videos on my platform. So if someone went and watched one video, then they could click on another one and keep watching all my different videos. I think too, like I didn't have a huge following. I think I had 1,100 Instagram followers when I posted on there that I was doing YouTube. But I knew that people were gonna watch me because I know already that I have people on my Instagram that are interested in my businesses, my life, what I do, all that sort of stuff. And I wanted to capitalize on that. So I wanted to make sure that if I was telling people that I was doing social media, I wanted to have a wide range of videos that people could go and watch so that it would build my watch time. Now, you might not have 1,100 followers on Instagram, and that's perfectly fine. But whatever following you have, I'm sure there'll be a small portion of that that are genuinely interested in what you're doing, or they're gonna be curious to what you look like on YouTube. So I would definitely recommend waiting until you have maybe minimum 6 videos up and then tell your social media following. When you do come and tell your social media following, here are some little tips that I think you should definitely do. One would be put your most recent video link in your Instagram bio. I make sure every time that I upload a new video, I will post it on my Instagram story and I will add the new link into my Instagram bio, because then it's so much easier for people to click on. If I'm then doing a post on Facebook, I will type that separately and make sure to add on a clickable link. If you share from your Instagram page to your Facebook page, the link isn't clickable, so definitely don't do that. You want to make it as easy and convenient for your followers to be able to click on that video and start watching. My main social media platforms now are Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I'm going to talk more about TikTok soon because it is unbelievable. So to recap that, I would definitely recommend waiting till you've got at least 6 videos on YouTube before you tell your social media following. When you do tell them, make sure that you've got all of your links ready and that it's super easy and convenient for your following to find you. The second way that I was able to grow my YouTube channel was Facebook group. Now, I post a lot on YouTube about the different businesses that I've had. What are some of my other videos? How I got rid of my $10,000 debt within 4 months, and then this YouTube series along with a few daily vlogs. This is how Facebook groups are really powerful. If you can find a Facebook group that directly relates back to one of your videos, it's perfect. For example, I posted in a lot of female entrepreneurial groups because I'm an entrepreneur and people find my story interesting. Now, something you do have to be careful with Facebook groups is a lot of them have the no self-promo rule. But there are ways around that. For example, I posted this big long story of how I started all my businesses and the tips and tricks that I learned from all of them. I didn't post any links. I wasn't saying I was doing YouTube. I just posted them because I knew it would get engagement. I added some really eye-catching photos of my balloon business, the lashes, and it took off. Once I posted that, I had a lot of people commenting on the thread asking specific things around the different businesses, and that's where I can share my YouTube links. So I would just respond and say, hey, definitely happy to help. Check out this video first and then send me through any questions you have. This was perfect because I didn't violate the self-promo rule because people were asking me questions and I was just returning the answer. And I was able to share my YouTube links, which in turn built my watch hours. The other great thing about the Facebook groups is that your posts stay there. Unless there's an admin that like deletes them for some unknown reason, which has happened to me, majority of the time the posts stay there, and randomly I'll get notifications from Facebook saying someone's liked a post that I did literally like months ago, which then builds it back up and people start watching the videos again. Now, a few tips that I have when it comes to Facebook groups is make sure that they align with what you're posting about. If you're in a fitness group and you've got a YouTube channel that does makeup, don't go and post your makeup videos in a fitness group. It's completely unrelated and it's not gonna work. One, you're probably gonna get booted out of the group, and two, people that are into fitness are in that fitness group for fitness. They're not in there for makeup. Go and find a makeup group. The other thing is to stay active in the group. So you don't wanna just go into a group and just solely post about you, then leave the group. I stay very active in these groups because they do align with what I'm doing. The other thing is people post stuff all the time. So I've had a lot of people post in groups being like, has anyone done drop shipping before? Or I'm in a lot of eyelash extension groups because I have an eyelash business, and they'll be like, does anyone know how to do social media marketing? And I've made videos on all of those little topics that I can then say, hey, Stacey, yeah, I've done this. Check out this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment on the video. These groups are so powerful for your niche. Now, the next one I want to talk about is TikTok. If you haven't already heard of TikTok, TikTok is this social media platform where you basically share short videos or photos or whatever you want online, and oh my God, it is amazing. It is completely unsaturated. And what I mean by that is, you know, when you go into Instagram and you might search a hashtag and there's just like so much of it that even if you're using that hashtag, it's gonna get lost in the mix of it all. TikTok is completely different. Like, hashtags are so unsaturated and it's so easy to go viral on TikTok if you do a few certain things. And I'll get to them in a second. You might be wondering, how does your TikTok build up your YouTube following? Well, on my TikTok, I've started posting like daily vlogs, like a little bit of my day, and then anything that I was doing during the day that I thought would be like interesting to people, I would post about it. When my home state went back into lockdown, my business had to pivot. So my balloon business that I've spoken about before, we previously do like big weekend installs, right? But because of COVID, no one's booking anything. But people are still having birthdays, obviously. So we've started doing daily helium balloon bunch deliveries, right? And I started posting them. So as I was working, I would just film little snippets of it and then I put it up. And I had one video go viral. Now, when I say viral, I've had videos before when I first started that would get to 20, 30,000 views. And I'd be like, yes, I'm viral, I'm in the algorithm, TikTok loves me. This video, as of right now, let me go into it. Okay. Well, firstly, as of right now, I have 56.8 thousand followers and 1.2 million likes. If I can scroll down, if it'll let me. Look at all the notifications. So 56.9 thousand followers and 1.2 million likes. And then if I scroll down, one of my videos, this one here, the gender reveal balloon, I'm gonna turn the sound off, but you'll have to go and watch it. It has over, where is it? 4.1 million views. It's got 851,000 likes and 794 comments. Now, this video took off. The key to TikTok when a video starts going viral is to continue posting. I have now started posting minimum 4 videos a day since then, and my TikTok is continually growing. You might be wondering, how is your TikTok then growing your YouTube following? Well, in my videos, I mentioned that I do YouTube and I make sure that it aligns to what I'm doing. So with me posting all these videos of me making these balloons, which are big and eye-catching, I actually did a series of videos of me making up a big confetti balloon and then popping it, which was really good. But in those clips, I also mentioned that, oh, if you're interested in the balloon business, I have a YouTube video, links in my TikTok bio. It has been phenomenal for my channel. Not only has TikTok improved my YouTube stats, but it's also grown my Instagram page. Now, my top tips for TikTok is to post multiple times a day. Figure out which times work best for you, and you can go in and make up a video, save it as a draft, and then post it. I film everything on my phone, and then I go into TikTok and I cut them and edit them and then push them all together. And I usually do a voiceover. I just find voiceovers so much easier to follow as a viewer for TikTok, and a lot of my following really enjoy them. Also, engage with your following. I get heaps and heaps of comments, and I try and get back to majority of all of them, because not only does it help me build a following and create that community feeling, it's also fantastic for the TikTok algorithm. If you're watching this and you found me from TikTok, leave a comment below. TikTok is just a phenomenal platform to reach a massive audience, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. Now the fourth way that I've been able to grow my YouTube channel is TubeBuddy. When I first started YouTube, I really had no idea about optimizing your titles and your descriptions and all of that sort of stuff to try and get more views. I had no idea. And then I found TubeBuddy. Probably for the last, maybe I'd say 2 months, I've had TubeBuddy. For the first month I used the free version, and then recently I've purchased. And it has made the world of difference. I'm gonna jump into my computer now and I'm gonna show you exactly what TubeBuddy is and how it works. Let's jump into the computer and have a look. Now, I did just wanna say I'm still very new to TubeBuddy. I definitely haven't run through all of the features that it has, but I'm gonna show you the ones that work for me because I like to keep things nice and basic and as effective as possible. Okay, so here we are in YouTube and oh, look who's on recommended, it's me. Now this little icon up here is TubeBuddy. So if I click on this, this is basically where you can see everything. So I've brought a license, I've brought the pro one. Sorry, I should cover that first. Okay, so here we are in my computer and I've just gone to the TubeBuddy homepage. If you don't have this already installed, it's super easy. You just go to the homepage and click on the install free now. What TubeBuddy is it's basically an extension for your web browsers. For YouTube, what it does is it does like a, how do I describe this? It does like an analysis on all of the stats in YouTube to help content creators grow their channel and reach a wider audience. So when you go into TubeBuddy, you can select the different types of subscription that you want to order. Now on the side here though, this is what you have to click on. I have less than 1,000 subscribers because I'm assuming a lot of you guys that are watching this video have less than 1,000. And what I also did is I will pay yearly because it gets you cheaper again with the 20% discount. So I bought the pro one for $3.60 a month and I paid up front. I would highly recommend this to anyone. Now I have an affiliate link below. If you're interested in buying TubeBuddy, I would highly recommend it because it's helped me a lot. The link is below, you can click on that. Anyway, let's get back into TubeBuddy because you don't care about that stuff. Okay, so this is what I want to show you. Currently, if I had my title as how to grow on YouTube, it would rank poorly. But on the side here, it shows you related searches. And what I would want to do is let's try how to grow on YouTube 2020. Let's see how that one goes. See, now that's poor as well. But what if we try how to grow channel on YouTube 2020? Bingo. Look at this, the search volume is good, the competition is very good, and the optimization string is excellent. So when I'm creating my YouTube video, what I need to do is then put this text, how to grow channel on YouTube 2020, and I will change it a bit. So I will say how to grow your channel on YouTube 2020. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. The other thing that I use, and I definitely would recommend, is looking down here on the common video tags. So these are the tags that you can use when you're uploading a video. Tags are super important because then you're able to reach a wider audience, because if someone types in something along the lines of that tag, it's gonna get your video seen more. As I said before, I'm no expert when it comes to TubeBuddy. If you want more insight into how TubeBuddy works, definitely run a search on YouTube and you'll find heaps of content creators that talk about it in more depth. I'm just showing you what works for me, and this is basically all I use is the keyword explorer. I look at the common tags, the related, and then the overall score. The overall score is what's most important to me, but at the same time I have uploaded videos where the score is pretty poor, because although I would love a heap of views to come from YouTube pushing my videos when people are searching relevant titles that relate to my videos, I also know that a lot of my views are coming from my social media. So I'm not that phased on it, but I know that it does help, so you should definitely do it. But don't just take my advice for it. Definitely go and check out some other YouTube creators that have spoken more in depth about it. If you do have any questions, leave them below and I can try and find the answer for you, but this is how I use TubeBuddy. I really hope you've been able to take something from each part of this 3-part series. I would recommend YouTube to absolutely anyone. If you have a passion or if you have something that you love doing, but you're currently not earning money from that, start a YouTube channel, start an Instagram page, start all of your social media, and start small. What if there's something that you absolutely love doing, and then eventually down the track you can monetize that and you can quit the job that you hate and you're doing something that you absolutely love every single day and you're earning great money from it. That is exactly what you can do, and that's why I did this 3-part series, because I want to inspire as many people as I can to go and do whatever it is that you desire to do. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.